bell for a while. Hi everyone, how are you today? So good to see you. We're so delighted to be joined by you all, graduates and the guests for the EPIC graduation of 2022. My name is May, for anyone that doesn't know me, and I'm one of the trainers. And we also have Jana here beside me as well, who's going to help with the MC today. We're going to do a little bit of a tag team, like we do for the EPIC training. And yeah, just really, really happy to be here, and thank you so much for coming. We have lots of people joining us online as well. This is the first graduation that we've had in person for I think 3 years now, so it's very exciting, and it's the first hybrid. So my lovely tag partner.
Also a very, very warm welcome for myself. I'm so excited to see all of you, and as you know, EPIC is very interactive, so we try to make it as much fun and games as we can. So to all you people online, we're so delighted you're joining us. I won't name every one of you, but we're seeing you and we're delighted you're here. And to all you guys here, my question for you, yes, a big wave to everyone. So nice to see you guys. My question for you this morning is, how are you as you're entering this EPIC graduation? How are you feeling? And I want you to express this with an emoji if you're online. So show us your best emoji. If you're not online and you're present right here, then I want you to show me a big thumbs up if this is a good day for you, a big thumbs down if you have a heart, crying emoji. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so loads of thumbs up, a few hearts. Love it. Great, guys. What we can expect today is hopefully an hour, and let's see that we stick to that, of great stories from some of our guest speakers and business volunteers. We are going to hear from our lovely EPIC grads, and then of course we'll do what we all came here to do, which is handing over the certificates to you guys who have graduated this year 2022. And now it is my great honor and joy to introduce our employment program manager, and I'm going to try and pronounce her last name. Guys, we do this in EPIC all the time, pronouncing Irish names. So it's Katrina MacAgnotha.
This is something that I have in common with so many of you when you come here, and everybody says, I can't pronounce your name. Well, I was born and bred here, and nobody can pronounce my name. So it's, I have that in common with you. So listen, this is, as Jana was saying, it's our first live in-person graduation since 2019. To be honest, I was worried that really nobody would actually want to come. You're used to being online with us, and that maybe you'd all want to join online. In the end, we were worried we'd have the opposite problem, but actually it's all worked out perfectly with just the right number of people here. And it's lovely to see you all. So I'm just going to give you a bit of background around EPIC and what we've been doing. So obviously we're here today to celebrate your achievements, and it's for all of the people who've completed EPIC in 2022. And EPIC has been running since 2008. So we've got a really long experience working with migrants who come to Ireland and helping them to get into employment. And throughout the time, we have seen a lot of changes. It's reflected political upheavals and conflicts around the world. But this year has been completely different. We were contacted this year by over 1,200 refugees and asylum seekers. As you can imagine, a large number of those were from Ukraine. In most years before this, it would have been a third or half of that at the very most. So what we're seeing is a huge level of need. And we have the capacity to work with about 250 people at most during the year. So as you can see, there's a hell of a lot of stuff that isn't getting done. And that's something that we need to think about. And obviously there are other organizations out there to support people as well. It's not like we're the only answer, but I think we can be a good answer to what a lot of people need. So we need to look at that for the next year. But okay, so we can't support everybody, but for the people that we do support, I think we've done really, really good work. We've worked with participants from 48 different countries this year. And as you can imagine, the largest single group were people from Ukraine, and after that, people from Afghanistan, reflecting what we see going on around us. Our participants are also living all around Ireland as well. So we've had people joining us from 22 counties. And for those of you that don't know, we have 26 counties. So we've actually got most of those. So people can join us from anywhere in the country as long as they've got a Wi-Fi and a laptop. And that is one of the few good things that came out of the pandemic, was that we realized we can actually do this online, whereas previously we just did it in Dublin. So our EPIC participants, as you can see, my hand is shaking. I wish it wouldn't do that. Anyway, our EPIC participants are very, very well educated. 76% of the people this year have either got university or postgraduate degrees. Your doctors, architects, scientists, lawyers, and loads of other professions. So everybody who comes here brings incredible skills and talents to Ireland, and that's such a richness for us. EPIC helps our participants understand the job market and understand how their skills will work within the Irish job market. So, and I think one of the things I really want to do today is thank my brilliant team, the EPIC team, and you've all of you know many of them at this stage. And I think you'll know that they really care deeply about making sure that you get the best opportunities possible. I'd also, during the program, you'll have met lots of different business volunteers, and so many businesses get involved with the EPIC program. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to meet people, network, start to understand how people behave in Irish businesses and the way that we work, because it's different in every country, and that really helps you as well. So far in 2022, 58% of our participants have progressed either into employment or training, and of those, I think it was supposed to 76% have gone into employment. The average length of time from starting EPIC to getting into employment is over 4 months. So a lot of people who've started in the last while will get into employment next year. So those stats will go up. So today we're going to hear from the experiences of two of our graduates, one of whom has just volunteered to do it. So thank you very much, Noor. And also you'll be hearing from the businesses that understand that having diversity in their workforce really brings different talents, different ways of thinking, and that helps their business. So I hope you all enjoy it. The main thing, of course, is to congratulate you all on the wonderful work that you've done this year with EPIC, and wish you best of luck. But now I'm going to hand over to Chedu Peba, who is the Diversity and Inclusion Manager in Sky, and also Sky are our hosts here. So thank you very much.
Hi everyone, and hi everybody at home as well, joining us from home. I think it's really absolutely, to echo Katrina's words, fantastic that we can actually run hybrid events. I think there's a beauty to, being at the comfort of your home, and as well as being in person as well, and just connecting once again. As Katrina's mentioned, I'm the Diversity and Inclusion Manager at Sky. And obviously we are members of Business in the Community Ireland, and it's a very, very great partnership that we have and that we actually cherish. A bit about myself, I'm originally from Botswana. And I'm here about 10 years, and I can definitely relate to kind of some of the challenges that it comes to coming into employment in Ireland. So again, when we heard about this ceremony, we're really excited to kind of host you all. So I'm just going to say a few words, because from Sky's perspective, I know it's really important for us to let you know about ourselves, because I know a lot of people know about our brilliant product itself, but it's probably important to tell you why it's really important for us to engage with communities today. So again, welcome to Sky Ireland. I suppose to just echo, we are members of this Business in the Community, and it's fantastic to obviously participate and host events like this, particularly because obviously it's a special occasion for yourselves, and we actually obviously want to actually recognize the achievements that you've had. For those who don't know a huge amount about Sky, we are actually celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. So to give you a bit of context, we started this company here in these offices about 10 years ago. And when we started, we had about 100 employees. Over the 10 years, we've actually grown that number to 700. And that's 700 obviously within the contact center, And then we've got about 100 people that are out in retail stores. So if many of you have been in Cork or Blanchardstown, Carlow, you've probably seen the pop-up Sky stands. Those are also part of our community as well. We employ people across numerous disciplines. So we're across marketing, HR, finance, legal, and we've also got training for our teams as well. And then obviously the biggest proportion of our business is in our contact center. So many of you would have walked through and seen a lot of our agents who do a fantastic job of either taking care of our customers, onboarding them, and then obviously if they're kind of at the other end, making sure that we take care of our customers as well and try to keep them within the Sky family. So it's important to say, you've probably noticed as well, we've got people of various diverse backgrounds as well. I want to touch on why it's really important to why diversity and inclusion is really important to us. I don't know if you guys know, but you've probably seen it on our adverts. We have our motto, which is we believe in better. So that's what we try to have within our people. So at Sky, we believe in a better tomorrow, and it has to be driven by an informed culture and supported by stronger representation. We truly believe in that. We're committed to working towards a fair society. And one of our core values at Sky is being fair and responsible. So we obviously understand as an organization, we play a massive role in creating a fair and representation workplace that is reflective of the communities that we serve. Because obviously we kind of have a lot of business coming in, and we just want to make sure that when we do actually put our products out, they represent the community within Ireland as well. Here at Sky, we've taken lots of actions to get us where we need to be. So some of the stuff that we've done is creating networks for Sky employees. So we run employee resource groups that are independent members of staff that kind of inform our culture. They inform our products as well. You will have met some of them. So we've got our diversity action group. They would have been bringing you up to come into the room today. And also we want to make sure that we give people equal opportunities. So we regularly try to look at programs that we can run where maybe somebody who's underrepresented might not have the opportunity to progress. So one of the projects that we ran there was New Horizons, where we created about 11 roles, basically based on people's potential and putting them into disciplines where they might have those highly skilled perspectives. Creating a workplace where everyone can be their authentic selves by making diversity part of our DNA. So we have a saying here, we want to make D&I part of our DNA, and that's what we actually try to live by. And ensuring that we use our reach and platform to make an impact by keeping diversity and inclusion front and center within our customer base. So this week, you probably know it's international, on the 3rd of December, it's International Day for Persons with Disabilities. So what we did is as of Monday, we've actually on our Sky platform in our user interface, we've actually used the flag, and we've also got content where people that identify as disabled might have created that content or actually have featured in that content. We did that for Black History Month as well. So we regularly try to make sure that we're informing our customer base as well. So being a diverse company offers both benefits for us as a business, giving us greater creativity and innovation, and for our employees, giving them a richer experience, and having the insight from diverse groups which brings better ideas and new perspectives. And we've definitely seen that over the last couple of years. I did want to touch on, because I think it's really important, you're graduating from this employment program, which is really, we really absolutely identify with it. And I did want to touch on the fact that Sky itself, we believe in obviously creating equal opportunities. So working in our contact center at the moment has a number of benefits. From connecting with customers here in Ireland to kind of offer the opportunity to integrate with Irish society. And I can't mention what a great working culture we have at Sky Ireland. So I will say, if any of you guys are, after the ceremony, want to kind of have a chat with myself from a D&I perspective, just around any employment opportunities that are available, I'm happy to have a chat. We've also got our members from our Diversity Action Group who are actually in the roles, so they can tell you a bit about the roles if it's a case that you want to talk about it as well. So I'm not going to keep you too long because I know the ceremony is about to kick off, but thank you for having us host yourselves, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun today. All right.
advantage of all the great candidates in the room as well. So we're now going to hear from two of the graduates of 2022, two of their stories, and they're going to be discussing them with two of our career counsellors. So we're going to start with Narula, who has volunteered today very quickly this morning, so thank you very much, and Joanna, the career counsellor, who's going to have a chat with you.
Noor, thank you so much for agreeing to speak this morning. Maybe you could first introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and when you came to Ireland.
Thank you. My name is Nurullah Ayubian from Afghanistan. I came to Ireland on 30 September 2021. And after a few weeks or few months, I just tried to engage with the community and find a job. And I heard about APIC program, and I have joined APIC program, and I have learned a lot of things from APIC program, like making my CV professionally and how to do interview for a job and get to know about Ireland culture for work and about tax and everything. So it was very beneficial for me to join APIC, and I have learned a lot of things. I got a lot of support from APIC, and thanks from my teachers and Alison, my counselor, Olga, they helped me a lot in the process to finding a job also. And yeah, I got a job after when I finished my my APIC program after a few weeks, and I got an interview. I went to speak with the company, and they hired me, and still I got a job as an IT support engineer, IT company.
What would you say was most helpful about the program?
To be honest, everything was helpful for me. First, the CV thing, because I see the CV template is kind of different in each country. Originally, I'm from Afghanistan. We used to have like a different CV with giving lots of details, like 4 or 5 pages, and it shouldn't be like too long. I learned from APIC, and also the CV template. I have done my study on India. Like they used to put the picture profile on the CV, and that's kind of thing is not acceptable on the Irish culture. So I have learned a lot of things to make my CV professionally, and about the interview, and also like I was engaged with my career counselor on every step of my finding job. Like when I used to find a job, I'm discussing with my career counselor and APIC. They helped me, like what should I do next for the step, and they show me how to like know about the company and about the rule.
Perfect. Congratulations on getting the job. Well done. Considering you have a job, would you have any advice for other job seekers?
My advice is for every job seekers to do this APIC program, because I found it very beneficial. Like when we are finding a job, still we need support. Like we have to know what should we do on the interview, which question we should ask. Like we should know about the company, services and their products, and all. We can get that help from APIC and the career counselor. They continuously helping us after when we graduate, after when we finish the APIC, they're still helping, and I find it really useful for myself.
Thank you so much. And one last question. You did some mentoring program with KPMG. How did you find that? Was it helpful to you?
Yes, I'm having mentoring from KPMG, Business and Community Ireland. APIC introduced me with KPMG, and I have a mentor. He's helping me to finding a better job or increase my salary, and like lots of things. He's continuously working with me, and it's very beneficial. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Noor. Thank you for speaking. Well,
Thank you.
are Tatiana Gajduk and Olga Montiel.
First of all, I just want to once again just to join the EPIC team and congratulate you all, So it's a great achievement, everybody who is in the room and who joined us online. So congratulations. So I'll be talking with Tatiana today, so who has also a journey like Noor, so. And I just wanted to first ask Tatiana, just can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, all. I'm Tatiana Gajduk. I'm from Ukraine. I arrived in Ireland 8 months ago. I have a master's degree in engineering technologies of food industry. My work experience completely different. I never worked as an engineer. I have different experience in different countries. I have experience as a HR administrator and experience as HR manager in UK for 7 years in DHL. But then I come back to Ukraine, and also I have experience as human resource assistant. And at the moment in Ukraine, I'm working as specialist document support in ABNBEF. And I really enjoy my work, but because of war, my contract will finish in the end of December. And it's why now I decide to prepare myself, and I find out about EPIC courses and decide to prepare myself for future career in Ireland. And EPIC was really helpful, and all workshops and different events what we visit, it was really helpful and useful and provide a lot of great information and support. Thank you very much, everyone.
So you've been living in Ireland now for 8 months, right?
Yeah, already 8 months.
Oh gosh, the time is flying. And how do you find, because do you remember your first experience, maybe because they're saying it's everlasting?
When I arrived in Ireland, I find the most impressive people. Yeah, they're so kind, warm and welcoming and open. Sometimes simple smile make your day, but I smile a lot. Thank you, all of you. And also government really support us and provide us accommodation and make our life easy and helpful. And when I choose Ireland, we choose Ireland because it's English-speaking country, and I have experience working in the United Kingdom. It's why we looking for English-speaking country, and we decide with family go to Ireland. And when we arrive, we are thinking we will be straight away find the work and working hard to just keep our family going and support our kids and provide them food and accommodation. But actually what we find here, it's huge support. Actually, my kids settle very well in school, and school really worry about their emotions and about their happiness. It's a little bit different from Ukraine. In Ukraine, we're more doing accent on education and high level of academic knowledge. But here, my kids now really love school. When they're going to school, they're smiling and happy. It's most important for me. And Ireland is a great country.
Thank you so much. And you've been already just saying that, so kids are settling down in school, and so you also trying to integrate, so you came to the EPIC program, and it was another journey for you, so, and finally you were able to complete that. Can you tell, so what part of the program helped you personally?
When I find out information about EPIC, I decided to join it. And actually, I wasn't lucky because I was relocated from one part of the Dublin to another, from Dublin 1 to Dublin 24. It's really a long journey, but my kids have school in Dublin 1. And I was really under pressure. And my career counselor helped me and tell me, calm down. It's nothing to hurry. Just think about yourself first and then about job. And because I was care about kids and having time for continue our classes. And they offered me to stop and rejoin later. And because it was so pressure and a lot of things going on in my life and like tried to organize everything. And I was stopped because my courses was start in June, and in middle of June we was relocated. And I stopped and re-entry in September. And now last week, like we finished our courses, and EPIC provide a lot of helpful information. And it's not just about creating CV and adapt it for Ireland system and about prepare for interview. It's also about self-confidence. Like when I arrived, I was completely lost. I was stressed a lot. And also, I didn't know where to start. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, what type of job to look. And I didn't know nothing about job market in Ireland. And for start, I find part-time job for weekends because during the week I'm looking after kids. But now I also organize for after school club. Like I now can start working full time. And the EPIC provide all helpful information about how to access to education system. And I now organize for myself Susan Trail HR manager courses because I haven't certificate, and in Ireland for HR it's a certificate. And what is more, it's when you don't know what to do, you don't know your like how to use your skills and where to go and whatever. EPIC was help me to understand myself, what I'm my strong sides and how to use it and how to improve my career here in Ireland. And I already create plan for myself. I know what I want for next 5 years, but I have plan for next 3 months what I will be doing exactly. And it's really great. Thank you for your help. And you inspire us, you motivate us, and really huge support. Thank you.
Like I wanted to ask you something else, so because in our meetings, so a good few times you mentioned about, business volunteers, so how helpful you found, some interaction from business as well.
I want to say big thank you for everyone, for all companies, for all people who help us. It's our teachers, our career counselors, volunteers, and speakers. I have done IT courses with BT for Word and Excel, and it's great. It's like helped me refresh my knowledge. I have strong IT skills, but because I'm using it in different language, and I enrich my vocabulary and feel more confident now. And thank you, Accenture, for the mock interview. I met nice person, Ariadna. She helped me, she gave me professional feedback and provide really good advices, which one I already start using. And when I visit Deloitte for Time to Talk, it was a great experience. I was really impressed about warm and welcoming culture. And I met people from a variety of professional backgrounds and experience. They share their own experience. They talk about the company and about their job with very enthusiastic emotions. And they told me their personal experience, how they settle down, how things go working. And it's great. It's really motivating and empowered. And it's why I apply for internship with Deloitte. Yeah, because they're great, they do a great job. And thank you one more time for everything what you're doing. You provide really great help and support. And it's really important for people like me who don't know where to start and what to do. And also, you not just make our life better, you're doing work better. Thank you.
Gosh, does anybody else? Nora and Tatiana, this was amazing, and it takes a lot of guts to step up here and share your journeys with us. So thank you so much. This was amazing. Thanks, guys. Tatiana already touched on it, but lots of what we do with Epic has to do with business. So it's kind of getting people together, networking, just giving opportunity to people. So I have the great pleasure, privilege, whatever you want to say, to welcome my colleague Linda O'Sullivan, who is a senior advisor with BITCI, and you will lead the conversation now with some of our business supporters on why do businesses want a diverse workforce.
Thank you, Jan. And it's my absolute pleasure and privilege to be here. So thank you very much to Jana, but to Katrina and the whole EPIC team for actually inviting me to be part of this morning's proceedings, because it's just fantastic, and well done to all of you. So my EPIC colleagues work directly with job seekers. I work directly with business. I work on the social inclusion side of things, and one of our flagship programs is our Elevate Pledge, which is an inclusive workplace pledge. We really believe in the power of the collective, and by bringing together, at the moment, we've 57 signatories for the Elevate Pledge, all committed to building workforces that are inclusive of the diversity within our society. So it's a very powerful network, and it allows business and the community really take up this unique position where we can build on the partnerships we have with business and the relationships we have with job seekers to really leverage opportunities and open up opportunities. And we've heard of some of the brilliant impacts already, and we're going to hear of more. So I'd like to invite Anthony Kelly, Director of now Anthony Communications, Culture and Capability at the RSA Group. We have Claire Dunn, who is the Head of Corporate Responsibility with Deloitte Ireland. And we have John King, who is Director of Environment, Social and Governance with Bidvest Noonan. Now I have this lovely seat here. So we'll just get started. Anthony, maybe you could start us off. I know inclusion is one of the key values at the RSA Group. So was that something in terms of the motivation for getting involved with our EPIC program?
Absolutely, 100%. First of all, can I thank Chedu and Sky Ireland for having us all here this morning for this great graduation, right? Well done. Congratulations to Naru and to Tatiana. What amazing, incredible, powerful stories. Congratulations to you both for sharing them with us, and thank you very much. And of course, thanks to Katrina and the EPIC team for all the work they do and for having us here as well this morning. I'm thrilled to be here. Linda, it's really exciting. And when it comes to our participation in the EPIC program, we sat down with Katrina and the team last April, and we made a commitment in our business to hire more people from immigrant communities in Ireland, because one of our values in RSA and 123.ie is the value of respect. And respect is about caring for people, and it is about seeing diversity as a strength, and that's really important to us in our business. And one of our core objectives is to have people that are engaged, and in order to do that, we want to have employees and leaders in our business that are representative of the customers and the communities that we serve and operate in. So it's been really important to us. Plus, we've met some absolutely fabulous people along the way. My own colleague Kay, who's sitting here today. Kay is on our team, and she brightens up our day every single day. So it's just been an absolute pleasure to be involved in the program, and the work that EPIC do. You can see it there in the stories from Naru and from Tatiana. It's powerful. It is life-changing. And it's something that I'd encourage, and it's great to see Deloitte and Bidvest Noonan here as well, so actively involved in the EPIC program. And I know that there are many other companies that are involved, but I'd encourage any other companies out there as well to really get involved in EPIC.
Absolutely. Thank you, Anthony, and just thanks for sharing that fact, because we were actually out in the RSA Group offices last week, and you could feel that culture of respect and everything. It's really alive there. John, I might ask you to come in, because employability is, I suppose, one of your key
It's
themes.
a key social cause that the organisation Business None has decided to get behind. So when we looked at implementing our Sunrise programme, which is our overarching CSR piece, we looked at, as an organisation, where do we believe we can have the biggest impact? And I suppose within the sort of sector that we operate in, where we have 10,000 employees, 5,000 Irish, but 5,000 from other nationalities all around the world, we believe that, you know, employability and the impact that that has on the individual, on society, across the whole piece, is where we believed we could make the biggest impact. So that's why we took that social cause
Yeah.
to get behind as an
Yeah.
organisation.
And it's something that we talk about at Business in the Community in terms of that employment is the big thing. So that's the big factor for integration and inclusion.
Integration,
really-
poverty, the whole lot, it just
It's
covers
really
covers
vital.
all
Yeah.
aspects of the.
Yeah. And Claire, I'll bring you in because Deloitte have been longtime supporters of all of the social inclusion work that we do within Business in the Community. And indeed, Harry, your CEO, chairs our social inclusion subgroup. So you actually got involved with EPIC during COVID, I think, for the first time. And Tatiana mentioned the Time to Talk
Yes.
programme.
Yeah.
Maybe just give us a little sense of that programme and how it developed.
Yeah, so the Time to Talk program is a simple volunteering program where our employees are paired one-to-one, mostly online. So during COVID, I suppose that was a really simple volunteering opportunity for both the EPIC client and our volunteers to help EPIC clients with their English, conversational English, as with everyone obviously here has great English. It was more so the nuances of the Irish sayings within the English language, and our volunteers absolutely love it. Probably during COVID it came about because EPIC clients were sort of staying within their own community from the countries that you're from and maybe not practicing English as often, so it was kind of seen as a higher need during that time. And we were crying out for volunteers. People wanted to get involved and give back, so it's proved to be really successful. And as Tatiana said, we did an in-person Time to Talk session during the summer, which was just brilliant to bring the energy in the room from both the volunteers and the EPIC clients. So that's one of our contributions to the EPIC program.
You were a volunteer yourself on it.
I've done it twice, and I've loved doing it, and it's just for me, and I know for other volunteers, it's a nice, break from the normal day to day, and just learning about different cultures, and like a bit fascinating. Like we've tons of nationalities. We've 68 different nationalities in Deloitte, so they're not always Irish people. The volunteers, where the volunteers are from. So it's great cross-cultural learning for everyone.
It's also, I guess it's really good and valuable for building networks as well, because people who've maybe come into Ireland won't necessarily have the networks that other people will have when looking for jobs. So that's one of the other impacts of it as well.
Exactly. It's set up as a language, a conversational language exercise, but other elements have come out of it where people have done, helped the clients with their CVs, and we've done mock interviews. So, different needs from the clients can come out of the one-to-one pairings, and we're there to support throughout that journey.
And again, it was mentioned the development internship, because whilst the volunteering programs are crucial and they're a really important part of the rollout, I suppose, of the program when we're working with job seekers, getting volunteers in to come in and interact is so important. But the North Star then is employment. And we're, that's ultimately we want to move people into employment. So the development internship was a relatively new piece, was it?
Yeah. It probably started out as a bit of an ad hoc recruitment pathway like 2 years ago, and then we realised that people from who were living particularly in direct provision is where we particularly focused a couple of years ago, needed a little bit more structure around the pathway into the business, and then supporting those who came in on employment for the first few months, in particular with specific training. So we developed it's called the Development Internship. I'm working with the EPIC clients to provide employment in Deloitte for initially a 6-month internship in all parts of the business across Deloitte. And there's training provided for the first few months. You've buddied up with a peer at the same level as you, and then a coach similar to anyone really coming into the business in Deloitte, with the aim to stay on and have permanent employment in Deloitte, or to go on and find employment in other organizations as well. Because not always, Deloitte won't always be the right fit for everybody, but certainly getting that experience there to hopefully go on and find employment elsewhere or to stay with us. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've had some great successes where people have stayed with us and are permanently employed. So
Yeah. That's a theme, I think, for you, John, as well. It's that potential piece.
It's that,
So-
yeah, so one of the key pieces that we mentioned is for everybody to meet their full potential. And we do realise that coming into, especially our industry, which would be more around the services sector, and that you know, here today, 78% of people probably have degrees. So we see that this would be a stepping stone, but we see that as a huge success for us as a business, that certain individuals that would come in maybe don't have the confidence or a lack of understanding about the culture within Ireland, that when people move on in the organisation, we see that as a huge win, that people then have the confidence to move forward with their career and, as I say, meet their potential.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I know that within Bidfest, and as with all companies, there's fantastic leadership. There's brilliant processes. There's like you mentioned the Sunrise program. It's you know, so you've dedicated kind of recruitment channels on that for people. Are there ever any challenges?
Yes, there are always challenges. But look, I think when we made the decision to go down the employability route, we didn't know where to start. You know, and as we got onto it through our work with True Business in the Community and the teams yourselves that gave us the support and the direction of what the challenges might be. So I think the first challenge we had originally was with our managers in the business, and some of the managers, I suppose, in some instances lack the confidence, but you know, we're also talking about the workload that they currently have, and maybe that this would be an additional workload. And I think they were afraid of, because it's a big responsibility to take people in and to sort of help them on the path. But we identified a couple of managers who were key to that and took it on. And through the success that they've had, we've been able to communicate that throughout the business, and has really helped other managers to come on board and get involved. So I think the key on all of these things is that when you have the challenges, you just talk it through, both with the individual and through the support that business in the community, the various teams have given us as well.
Brilliant.
Can
Sorry.
I'm absolutely agree, because I was internship in Bidvest Noon and last 4 weeks. Yes, it's amazing.
It's fair to say that we always talk about partnerships and we talk about joining jobs, business and community. And we have the businesses, we have the job seekers. Like there's so many good stories that can come out of that. And Anthony, I mean, there's a good story sitting here in front of us as well today. I think through this year, 6 people maybe?
6
have come
people.
into RSA.
Yeah. I think like when we met Katrina and the gang first, I think we set what we saw was a fairly ambitious target of having 2 recruits by the end of the year, but we're already at 6. And you know, there are great benefits to employers for EPIC as well, because as pointed out here earlier, you're all talented, you all have a unique set of skills, and recruitment can be challenging. So this is another way of recruiting people into our business, getting great talent in our business. And I'd encourage you, if you haven't done so, register on our careers page at rsagroup.com/careers, and you'll get notifications. Absolutely. You'll get notifications. If we can go from 6 to 12, Katrina. You'll get notifications about roles with us, and you know, we have met some highly talented people through this. So this is now a really important recruitment channel for us as well. And not only that, we get the benefit of unique perspectives, different backgrounds, new cultures, and that helps us to have a diverse, open and inclusive workplace, which is what we're striving to achieve. And when you come to work with us, you can count on our employee value proposition, which we will encourage you to help us to shape the future, whether that's in relation to D&I, to climate, to social responsibility. You'll win as a team with us, whatever team you're in, isn't that right, Kay? And you will grow with us, that we will do our very best to develop your career with us going forward. So the more we can hear from you, the more positive we feel it is. So please get in touch, and congratulations. And by the way, hi to everyone as well. Don't get forgotten there. I see Julietta there. Yeah.
I'm very conscious of the time, and it feels like we literally just sat down and we could carry on talking, but I'm conscious that we are out of time. I want to say one important thing, and I'll come to each of you then just for a 30-second kind of highlight of your partnership over the year. But the reason we have Bidvest Noonan, Deloitte and RSA speaking to us today is because this time last year, our EPIC programme was facing a very significant funding challenge because some government funding that we were due was delayed. So we had a real crisis, and our CEO Tomas wrote out to the CEOs within our network, and 3 of them responded to that call for support and stepped up. And through their commitment, we were able to successfully bridge that funding requirement. But I think more importantly, and I hope it's come across from the conversation today, more importantly, we've actually developed or built on existing, but developed really significant partnerships with each of the 3 companies this year. And it's been a wonderful two-way conversation. So I would like to just say to the 3 of you, on behalf of everybody here in the room and on behalf of business and the community, thank you so much for stepping up to that call.
Pleasure.
And hopefully that you feel that is a little reciprocated. Just bear with me for quick highlight. Who wants to go first? John, I'll pick on you.
I think the highlight is listening to the stories here today and the impact that it's had for everybody in the room. But I would just say as well that I see our own managers and the impact it's had with them working with you as well. It's had an equal impact on them, and they're only too pleased to have helped a little bit on your journey.
Fantastic. Thank you, John. Claire.
A couple of things really quickly. I think that backing from our leadership to give that financial support to really get behind the programme was a big highlight for me, because I see the work, of the amazing work that the EPIC team do. So for our leadership to see that and back that is a huge highlight. We work very closely with the community, with Linda and Louise and team on the Elevate Pledge around that, again, the commitment to be a more inclusive workplace and reflecting today's society in Ireland. So the launch of that report this year was a big highlight. And for our volunteers, a lot of them speak about the 2012 programme being the highlight of their year. So hearing that from our people, and it's a programme we never have to push to get volunteers for. It's the spreads by word of mouth, and everyone, it's always a full programme. So I think that's been a brilliant success, and a pleasure working with Rita and Katrina and more too.
Thanks, Claire. And Anthony, last word.
Just to finish, I have a couple of highlights. Surprise. First of all, just to echo what John and Katrina said, just to see the impact in the business, the fun, the humour, the life that has been brought to our culture. Second of all, I'm so proud to work for RSA Insurance Ireland and 123.ie, especially given the unequivocal support that our CEO Kevin Thompson and our Chief People and Culture Officer Amanda Johnson have put behind this programme. With a couple of other highlights for me during the year, obviously, Kate Sumese joining our team. We did a workshop, a careers workshop for some EPIC participants last July, and a really interesting story was that there was an attendee called Reda, and we happened to have an open in our finance department, and he spoke to a finance manager there and got the job just at the workshop. So that to me was fabulous. And I suppose finally, just hearing the stories here today from Naru and from Tatiana, to see the real impact that this has. And one last highlight is that gorgeous little baby that came in earlier. She's absolutely beautiful. So, and great to be here, and wish you all the very best going forward. And we hope to see some of you in our company too someday as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This was brilliant. This is turning into a recruitment drive. So everybody's on their CVs as well. We are going to just smoothly go into more business stuff now. So there's, like we've heard, is EPIC is really that that kind of coming together of the diverse talent pool and business. So I just we throw the slide here on the wall with our business supporters. There's honestly stories to each one of those. Like we could definitely say something about each one of those businesses who has supported us this past year. But I just want to focus on just a few special maybe memories or impact people who have driven impact. So the first one of that is BT. So we've heard that already with Tatiana. But BT has been with EPIC since 2008, and they've delivered hundreds of IT support workshops and have given training to so many of our EPIC participants. So a huge shout out to them. And then we have the Accenture team, and we've heard from Tatiana as well, who have been coming in for years, have done mock interviews, have come in for workshops, which is brilliant. And the KPMG mentoring was mentioned there as well. Thank you so much for that. And now I'm kind of getting, yes, LinkedIn. Thank you so much to LinkedIn, who has joined with us since the pandemic. And we're just really grateful for them because they are offering such a great package of things to us. So they are doing workshops, they're providing coaching, and they're giving our participants free licenses, which is brilliant. And I'm forgetting one, but this is just a live performance. So sorry, guys. Okay, you don't. Okay. Very sorry, business, if I'm forgetting you. Very sorry. Oh, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I'm sorry, Leslie O'Loughlin, who has been providing interview workshops to us, but not only that, they've also given us generous donations, which we use to provide grants to our participants. So just a few businesses out of those out of this cloud of supporters. So thank you so much to them. Then we don't only work with businesses, but we also partner with our NGO supporters. So we couldn't do it without you. We are so thankful for your expertise, for your practical support, for partnering with us in individual cases. So thank you so much for you guys partnering with us. We couldn't do this without our funders. Just like we heard, we were in a bit of a pickle at the beginning of the year, but a few businesses came to the rescue. And not just that, we're also funded by the Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth, and the Community Foundation of Ireland. So thank you so much to all of those. Now, we take a deep breath because the moment has come that we all gathered here for, which is to celebrate you guys and to hand you your certificates. So, May.
So Tatiana's back for a while. So for any of the graduates, what we're going to do is we're going to call you up by group. If you don't know your group, I'll call the names too. Hopefully it'll run smoothly. And you can come up to me first. You can have an optional hug, fist bump, handshake. And we just stand here for a minute kind of awkwardly until we figure out what to do. And then you're going to go over to Yana, and Yana is going to hand you your certificates. And we're just going to share a few words for everybody online. So we have lots of different people online graduating today as well. So we're going to maybe say a few words if we can about each group as we go through the slides. Behind me there. Okay, so call group one to the stage. So Narula and Nada from group one, and congratulations. Woo! So people have come from far and wide today, and Narula, I remember on the first day, came to Dublin, to Phibsborough, all the way from Ballahadreen, and I know people have travelled from far and wide, so thank you so much for being here, and for everyone online as well. So we're going to move on to group 2. And by the way, your hands are going to be sore after a while. So group 2, well done to everybody online. You can see the names here of everybody who's graduated. And we're also going to call to the stage Luana and Abdelkader and Tariq.
Picture of the wall there. Let's have a look.
Oh, congratulations. Cool. And Tariq, come here.
Okay, big smiles. Let's have a look. Right in this way. That's it. Excellent. And once again, very good.
So next we have group 3. Screen, lovely. All the people who graduated on the screen. Some of them are joining us online, and then we're going to call to the stage Fawad.
I'm really happy, even happier.
So we have group 4 again on the screen. Congratulations to everybody from group 4, and here representing group 4 is nobody, so we'll just go on. So next we have group 5. Again, we don't have anybody in the room. So, congratulations, one more class.
Sorry, no, not supposed to be. But I just say the reason that a lot of people can't make it today, and I just got a text from a client who's working in Bidvest Noonan. A lot of people can't make it today. It's her first week, so I think she didn't want to ask. I don't think she'd have said. So a lot of our clients can't make it today because some of working and studying as well.
Yeah, great excuse not to be here. So great. So we have group 5. No, group 6. So we have Kate Metzi in person, Viju, and Katerina here as well. We're missing one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, you too. Okay, so we are moving on to the lovely group 7. They're all very lovely. We say lovely a lot of this event because that's the truth. We had great in-person events here as well during the years. We've met some people in person, but for some of us, this is the first day. So for group 7, we don't have representatives. Oh, we do have representatives. No, we don't have representatives here today. So big round of applause. Can't be here today. Group 8, we have representing in the room Felix, Akina, Ananya, and yeah, that's it. Felix, Akina, and then
Felix.
Yes, big smiles.
Okay, so next group, I can't really count, but I think 9 comes out. So we have group 9, and we have Alina and Ivan representing the room. For later.
And you said the biscuits were for me. Good, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff. Okay, so group 10, we have a few here I think today. So we have Katie, Olabisi was not well, couldn't make it unfortunately. We have Olga, Ruth, Semhal, Lola. great representation here from Group 10.
You always are great at showing up.
All right, in nice and close. Everybody one step this way. Good, good, that's it. Okay, good, and right in like that. Really excited, yes, good. Thank you.
Okay, so we have Group 11 here on the screen. Here's some kind of donuts from the last day in Google. Actually, after our Google visit, we celebrated our last day in Google that day. And we have a good representation here from Group 11. So we have Muzamil, Irina, Georgie, Yadra, Yaroslav, Adrian, Maxwell, and Anibola. Oh my gosh.
Too many. Yes, Georgie. I have one for you. I know. Yes. Maxwell. Maxwell.
She'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, in a little closer. I need a bigger wall.
Okay. We can
Okay,
lay on the floor.
And again. Nice and happy, really happy. Good, one more like that. Thank you.
Group number 12. Congratulations to everyone online. And then we have in person representing Group 12, Samuel, Christina, Oksana, Oluwasen, Tabu, and Daniel, Katie.
Nice to see you.
That's it.
All right. Everybody, 2 steps this way, so we get a bit more, little more. Great, that's super. And again, 6 smiles. Okay, good. Even happier. Great, thank you.
Okay, so last but not least, we have Group 13. We have 13 participants in Group 13. Someone who had 13 years experience, someone whose favorite number was 13, and someone whose birthday was on the 13th. So they were meant to be in this group. And we're going to take Maxwell's certificate. So we have Omar, Sumit, Dima, Olena, and Tetiana representing.
All right, one step over again.
Okay, one last big smile.
Look into a semicircle, a little bit more. Good. And now right in this way. And towards me. Good. And again. And a really big smile. Great, thank you.
Some people haven't met each other in person before.
Yeah. I am here.
Okay, so we just want to say one last big, massive, I know your hands are sore, but one last time, a massive round of applause, and then we're going to hear a few words from our CEO, Tomas Srkovic. So firstly, just to congratulate everyone again online and everyone who made it from far and wide to be here today, and everyone who's working and couldn't be here today. So congratulations. So over to Tomas.
Thank you very much. You have been, and hi everybody, good to see you all.
you have been hearing all these very large companies trying to offer you jobs. I want to particularly congratulate 3 of the EPIC graduates today because they're my colleagues in business in the community, Ranjini, Temi, and Natalia, who work with us. So we also have open opportunities. Community, you can also experience working in a small charity that's trying to make amazing things, same as the companies that you heard this morning. Let me just tell you 2 things. The first one is EPIC is a key element of the work we do in that house that's called Business in the Community. Yes, it is about this amazing talent that's in front of me and behind me on the screen, and connecting you with these great companies. But at the same time, EPIC is helping us make those companies more inclusive. And you know, in a way, the 3 companies that are here today and those that you heard are probably ahead of the game, but there still is a long way to go. Claire mentioned Elevate, which is a campaign where we're trying to make workplaces in Ireland even more inclusive, and we realize that there's still a way to go. And we live in a bit of a crazy world. I don't need to remind you that, and we can't take for granted. We need to keep on fighting, and we need to keep on advancing inclusion, and that's what we're here to do. And I think I'm talking on behalf of my colleagues. It's an immense privilege to do that every day, and to work with amazing companies and with amazing people like everybody here. The call is for, we need more businesses to be part of this movement that we're trying to create, because there's still quite a lot to do. This room is full of heroes. You're all heroes, participants, the business leaders, and of course my colleagues in business and community who do an incredible work every day. So that's all. It's time to say thank you and goodbye. Chedu, to our hosts for having us this morning. Sharing your stories are very inspirational. Yes, I agree, and I had a few tears myself there listening to the stories, but we need to go beyond those emotions and put that emotion into action, and that's what you're helping us do. So thank you very much for doing that, and a very special help to my EPIC colleagues who wake up every day to do this, which is quite a task. So thank you, everybody. Best of luck. Hope you get the most amazing job in the world, and that you keep on progressing and going as far as you desire, because thankfully the world has no limits. So good luck. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for today, but there's refreshments outside. Before anybody leaves, maybe we can have a photographer here, and all the people who graduated today, if you could stand up and maybe hold your certificates, it'd be nice to just get a picture from up here.
So go up to the front there where you put it on.
Should stay where you stay, probably in your places. And maybe
Okay, well, let's try that.
Stay where you are and just go.
Okay, stay where you are.
Stay down that way, because we'll take a picture from here. Exactly. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing here.
We start from yesterday. Might take me a few seconds to get the exposure from the flash. So just bear with me to get 1 or 2 flashes first to see what's happening. Why it's not working. I think that's going to be great. I would say that. Now, just with the certificates, bring it above your head, but try not, if somebody puts their certificate in front of your face, lean out, so you can see your faces. And now, can I ask yourself, because I'm missing you, stand up behind the gentleman behind you. Come in a little bit more like that. Okay, let's have a look. And now lean in a bit. Lean in, that's it, good. Let me see. Okay, and right it this way. And again. Happier. Okay, and a really silent cheer, like, yeah, we did it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Sorry, just 1 second, because I forgot to say just at the start, for anybody that's looking for the restroom, it's just out the door. I probably should have started with that. Okay.
Everybody online, thank you very much for attending.